All right, so how to freestyle in the, what they're calling now, I guess, the old school flow, so the 90s, thousands flow versus the modern trap flow, right? We're gonna give you live examples in a second with the breakdown and everything, but I wanna give you the overarching ideas that you can apply to your freestyles immediately going forward and what to practice, all right? So let's just go from the very beginning. In the old school 90s, thousands flow, you're gonna have louder and more intense vocal delivery. You're gonna deliver it more with harder consonants. You're gonna slow down, get louder, get a little bit more in your face, big booming voice. Now, that's very different than the trap flow, which is a lot more chilled out voice, mellow, not pushing your vocal cords as intensely, etc. Now, part of the reason I think this is when people in the 90s and thousands learned how to rap, they were learning on the block. They were learning in the streets. They're learning in these loud urban environments, trying to get a crowd together, a lot of pressure, battling a lot, and things like having a loud booming voice is much higher at a premium in those contexts. When you got a loud city, you got sirens, and you're trying to get people's attention. Much different than a lot of the trap rappers or the younger sort of millennial generation rappers, where these cats grew up in a studio. They grew up with the highest quality mics at their disposal and much more engineering techniques to be used in their rap. So they don't have to worry so much about having the dopest, loudest voice automatically, because they already know the studio is going to do a lot of work for them, and they just grew up learning how to rap like this close to a microphone and worrying about that than somebody who grew up on a street block trying to get somebody 10 feet away from them to listen to them and their bars, right? So kind of similarly, I think that the trap flow with the chilled out voice allows you to have more syllables at your disposal. When you're rapping really loud and really intense and using all of your vocal cords in your throat, pause, it's a lot harder to get as many syllables out. So when you're trying to do your trap flow, I want you to chill out your voice and add more syllables to the first half in the middle of the bar. All right, and we'll show you an example in a second. But just for your notes and just knowing what to look for in practice, speed up your flow, especially in the beginning and middle of the bars, and add more syllables. Now, with your 90s flow, your thousands flow, you're going to be a lot more even with the amount of syllables that you're using and the way you're delivering. You're going to be loud, and it's going to be more even with the flow. I'm deeper with the, you see, like that kind of whereas the trap flow, there's a lot more syllables, and we'll show you in a second. Now, kind of last point here, the ending of each bar, very crucial to establishing what area you're going to sound like. In an old school 90s, thousands type joint, the last two syllables of the bar are kind of the most important, because that's where the punch line comes in. I'm bright like the sunshine. Here is the punch line. I got dumb rhymes, right? So you see how at the end of each time I'm saying it, I'm emphasizing very hard and I'm splitting it into two different syllables. So it's sunshine, and that's the end of the bar. Old school flow is very end of the bar heavy. Trap flow, not as much. You can have the ending of the bar, and you don't have to necessarily go like, this is punch time, this is crunch time, right? So we'll show you that in a second. But most important thing to remember and listen for is the kind of 1-2 ending of your bars when you're doing that older flow, and you can have a less spaced out, more syllable heavy ending on your trap flow. All right, so let's rock into the examples. This is just me going in off the top. We're gonna go into the war room. You hear my lovely, deep, raspy baritone, and I'll see you there. And then stay for the rest of the video, because I wanna wrap all this up after the breakdown in the war room, and we'll send you on your way. See you there. All right, so now here we are in the war room with the sexiest freeze frame of all time. Look at that mug. What is that on my lip? I think it's just the light. I know when I recorded it wasn't nothing on my lip, but I look hella creepy. All right, so as always, disclaimer, people, this is just an example. I took 5 minutes to record it. Do not come in my neck if this goes like semi-viral, or you're supposed to be this big bad coat. This is sound kind of normal. Yes, it's normal. It's a normal freestyle for demonstration purposes only, right? Stop copping, please, bro. Play the track. Play the track. The 90s and the thousands gotta float like this. You should pay me for the flow, although it's so priceless. And I do it off the top, I just don't write it. But it's so exciting, and you know I'm writing. No. All right, so you see there what I'm doing there. I'm like priceless, ice pick, right? So what do we talk about in the whiteboard conversation? Like I was like, look, the 1-2 endings, strong endings, that's what kind of makes it feel like a 90s flow. Like here's a punch line. This is so priceless, iceless, right? And you can hear a little bit more like harder consonants. Yo, that voice. So I'm doing that. And the flow is a little bit more even. 90s and a thousands got a flow like this. And a bada, or the dada, even, very even. All right, so let's go to the little trap demonstration. Nothing. Y'all in the game, but it's sort of like the Vikings. That means that you came close, but you lost, sort of like the Titans. Oh my God, never right in. In the words like a hyphen. When I hear that AA flow, then I get just exciting. All right, so there, I'm like, I'm speeding up my syllables, but now we're coming in a game down. Da 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 da. So I'm still doing a little bit of that 1-2 at the ending, like the Vikings. Da da da. But I'm not. It's hard, like ice pick. It's not as hard, and as we talked about with the chill voice, it's not as like intense, hard consonants. I'm kind of being a little bit lazier on my consonants. All right, so a little less spaced out ending, a little lazier on my consonants. Definitely more syllables. You know, words is like a hyphen. And then I'm back again, the old flow. I should shoot this thing on GoPro, put it in slow-mo, make it to a video. Old school with the Philly flow. Yeah, oh, for really, bro? Yo, I'm getting silly, though. Right, so you can really hear how, like, my voice gets a little deeper, and then I'm very harder on each syllable I'm saying, and it's a lot more even, and it's ending with hard 1-2 punch syllable delivery. GoPro, slow-mo, freaky freeze frame. Yeah, but I really got things that I gotta prove, and I'm doing this on YouTube, get a lot of freaking views, but I hope a lot of girls watch, hopefully it get a lot of boobs, and you get a lot of dudes, sleep on me, a lot of snooze. Maybe I'm going crazy like I just drank a lot of booze. You gonna probably lose if you try to just batter me. Nah, dude, that's not a strategy. It's funny, like you can hear like the little trip ups and stuff like that, but I'm just rolling with it. Oh God, get back to me, cause you know that I'm doing this and you call me your majesty. I remember back in the days they laugh at me. Now really they just want to be equal to half of me. You know that they saccharine and they rapping team. Yeah, I'm a really angry, you're rapping me. Something. All right, so that's the end of that particular beat example. That was a good example of like a transition where I stayed on the same rhyme scheme. So it was like da strategy, majesty. But then I went into the old school flow, and you can notice already how much I had to slow it down. And each syllable in the same rhyme scheme, they half of me, saccharine, rapping team, rather than a trap flow where it'd been like, all these dudes are really saccharine, with a rapping team, right? So let's just give one more example to like hammer this home. Okay, so on this beat, this would be the mid-tempo 90s flow. It's kind of grimy, bro. On the net, you'll find me, bro. Got a lot of fans that'll stand up in the comment box because they know I'm rhyming hot. You know I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, that's really gangster of you, Drew, by the way. Like, ooh, you find me on the net, bro. See, that's how you do it. 90s flow used to do gangster stuff, like be on the net. But even if they say trap flow, it's just not hip-hop. But it still got a lot of girls scoring, so it's got a shot. And so I'm always hitting, I never got a rebound. Always doing all the street sounds. You know that, he's down for the things to go. All right, so again, you can just hear how a lot more syllables speeding up. Now, I'm about to go and I didn't even plan this for the whole video, but in this, I'm just going off the top. You're going to hear me do the slower trap flow as well. The da-da-da-da-da-da. And the only thing I'll say there is you're still going to be remaining on your chilled out voice, but you're going to be chopping off your syllables a little bit. But you want to still be like lazier consonants and whatnot. Yeah, show up. You nervous to freestyle? Man, grow some nuts. That's a version of the slow trap flow, but it's so hot though. Gotta master that too, bro. Now we back again to how they do in thousands. And you know I am in the building, sorta like it's housing. Yeah, that's a very 2000s expression, by the way. In the building, Dipset. Lot of haters on the comments, yo, they only browsing, cause they ain't gonna cop it every time I freaking spouting. But I got a lot of things that I be raining sorta like it was a fountain. And I'm climbing over any bees sorta like I was on a mountain. And I got an accountant who loved to be just counting. And you know that the flow is so wet it'd be drowning. And you know that it's profound and All right, so there we go with that. Hopefully this is like a good demonstration and it makes sense of kind of what the tricks are. And like I said, use this for your writing too, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's go back out to whiteboard Drew. Whiteboard gang. Black man with a whiteboard. That's the name. Gang, gang. All right, so you see the differences there, me making a couple little jokes, my little Chris Collinsworth commentary there, but hopefully that sort of illuminates what you're gonna be looking for. Really the biggest take-home points to me, if I'm just giving you biggest take-home points, is the speed and syllable count that you're doing your trap flow in, the beginning of those bars, and ending your 90s flow with the 1-2 punch and that sort of heavier, harder consonant voice. If you just do those things and chill out your voice, of course, on the trap flow, you'll be a very long way to your goal to be a better freestyler in these respective flows and energies. Now, if you'd like to learn how to master all of this, the entire process of freestyling very quickly, so you can do not only these flows we've discussed, but many more, make sure you don't stutter, stumble over your words, etc. Be sure to check the first link in our video description box below. It's our program, the Freestyle Fortnite, designed to teach you how to master freestyle in just 2 weeks. All right, so that's the first link in the video description box below. But again, as I like to say, the biggest thanks you can say, no matter what, is implementing this stuff and really using it, right? These are things that you can always come back to these videos. We have a playlist. You can always use this information to grow yourself as an artist. And this is not the kind of stuff that you just watch, think is cool, or wow, that's really informative, that's really helpful, and not use it. I want you to use it. I want these videos to be something that grow you as an artist to the best of our ability. So be sure to thank me by actually doing it. Be sure to thank me by checking out, if you'd like to get in 2 weeks, check out the video description box below. And be sure to thank me by implementing all of these lovely things here. See y'all. Thank you for watching. It's been the big homie Drew. I've been your host. I'm out.